Hi guys, welcome to our daily encounter. If you could spend one day anywhere that you chose, where would you spend it? Would it be perhaps in the Bahamas? Would it be at Disney World or Disneyland? Would it be in Paris? If you could spend one day anywhere that you chose, where would you go? Would it be with your kids? Would it be with your grandchildren? Or with someone else that you love? Where would you spend that day? Well, the psalmist in Psalm 84 teaches us where the best place would be that we could spend a day. There in verse 10, he says, "For a day in your courts," speaking to God here, "for a day in your courts is better than 1,000 outside." The psalmist here says that the best place to be is in the presence of God, in the courts of God. He said that's better than 1,000 days anywhere else. The psalmist really recognized how wonderful it is to just dwell in the presence of God. And hopefully we can come to that conclusion as well, to realize, if I was given one day that I could go anywhere that I wanted to, I would choose to just dwell in the presence of God. In the presence of God, there is strength. In the presence of God, there is joy. In the presence of God, there is hope. In the presence of God, there is satisfaction. And when we can really realize that, when we can really wrap our minds around that, we could say, you know what, the best place to be in all the world is really in the presence of God. And hopefully that will encourage each of us to reprioritize our lives. To say, you know what, the most important thing today for me is to dwell in the presence of God. No matter what happens today, no matter where I have to go, no matter where I might be, to dwell in the presence of God is the best place. And we do this, of course, by getting into God's word, by worshiping the Lord, by staying in constant communication with the Lord, and just constantly fixing our eyes on the Lord. And as we do so, the presence of God becomes in the forefront of our minds. We become aware of the presence of God all around us. And the presence of God becomes a joy, a peace, a hope, a satisfaction in our hearts that nothing else in this world can really bring. And so we could answer that question by saying, yes, I would prefer to dwell in the presence of God, no matter where I'm at. If I'm in the slums, if I'm in some third world country, if I'm in some difficult situation, as long as I'm dwelling in the presence of God, I'm in the best place there could be. And if we can get that etched into our minds, if we can have that really impressed on our hearts, it will help us to be motivated to dwell in the presence of God every day and to make God our priority over the things of this world, over our own desires and our own aspirations, to just want to be with the Lord. If we could do that, we'd be well on our way towards a life of joy and peace and satisfaction. So hopefully today, as we do our reading today, we'll be motivated to want to dwell in the courts of the Lord, to dwell in the presence of God, and to make that our highest priority. So with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.